Hey James, nice job on your map. I think it looks really pretty clean and overall really well designed. Good layout. There's just a few things that could be improved and a few requirements that you didn't. I don't think you probably misunderstood. Anyway, you first of all you need 10 icons. Be sure to view that video I did with the information in it. Something like this. So, and the idea too, excuse me, is to make the icons in the legend smaller and make the ones on the map bigger. So that's one thing that needs to be fixed. And you have enough negative space. You could probably, move the whole, the whole part of the map over a little bit, and then you can have, and then you could just make this, this legend a little bit bigger to fit in on the side. A problem with not having your layers organized, you have them pretty much just everything's in one layer. It makes it hard to, to move things easily. So you may want to view that tutorial I did about organizing your layers. It just makes it a lot easier because then you can just easily find stuff and you can move whole groups of things over. Like you can move this whole everything, but the legend. So you know what I'm saying, if you had the legend in its own layer, you could just move everything over. The next thing would be to get rid of the comma for one thing. I would make Colorado in a simpler font, or just make it smaller and move it over a little bit. So let me see if I can, something like what she did here, even though Illinois could still be a little bit smaller. And it's, sometimes it's good to change, change the font or use a simpler font. And I would also do what she did here, use a simple font for everything else. It's hard to read bolded fonts that are too stylized, so I would keep everything with this font here, which looks great, and with the legend. So again, pretty easy, and then it'll make it a lot easier to read. And then this is going to stand out more. You can try using a simple font and bolding it, but as you can see, these fonts are harder to read than a simpler font. See how easy this is to read? And this is not so easy to read because it's all stuck together. And this is just kind of best practice in design kind of thing. But overall, I think your layout looks great, and I think you really did a good job with the amount of the map that you showed. Let me see if I could even find. See, it's so hard to find the text the way you have it here. So let's see here. Is that it? Yeah, and you put it on the same line. So again, I would separate the Colorado from this and then move it over and up, and maybe make it italics. That also works well too. I mean, you could use the character bar here. I mean the type bar. Where is it here? Type. Where did it go? Oh, it didn't open for some reason. That's too bad, huh? Because that'll give you some more options too of how you could, you can use leading and kerning on the text. But I would just separate this and put this up and over a little bit and make it a little bit smaller and maybe use italics on it. Okay, so overall good job. Be sure not to use symbols. I really didn't check your file to see if you use symbols or not, but I will in the final. So, if you use symbols for anything. So again, you need 7 more icons, so that's kind of important. Okay, so anyway, overall it looks really good though. It looks quite professional. I think you have a good eye, and overall with a few little changes, I think you're going to have a really nice portfolio piece. Okay.